Good evening, everybody, and once again it's a Wednesday, so we all know that means Work in Progress Wednesday. We seem to have moved on quite a lot in the last 24 hours, so we have a few new things to show you. One of which you can see here is the new Imperial Navy side of the kit from the new Aeronautica Imperialis game. We have the Thunderbolt down there, and these are the Marauder bombers. I'm not sure if you're supposed to paint the bases for these. I wasn't going to, but I've now since seen some where people have painted their bases, so if you're going to paint your bases, please let me know and we'll see what the general consensus is. I've gone for a light, it looks like blue, but once these have been weathered it'll be quite a dark blue with a white underbelly, which you can't really make out. See if I can turn her over. There you go, you can see underneath there, there's a white underbelly. I'm going to do a mid-tone in the middle. These were painted with an airbrush. You can see a little bit of transition from the different tones, a little bit lighter there and a bit darker there. Hard to make out on this camera. But yeah, these should come together quite quickly. We just have the engines to paint, a couple of details like the windows there, and the weapons obviously. One thing I am aware of is I've left a gap there where the two seams came together. That's poor modelling on my part, so I'd recommend anyone else fill that with a bit of green stuff, but a bit too late now. Moving on, we come to the Orc side of the Aeronautica Imperialis set. This time I decided to go with a purple and grey camouflage scheme, although where they'd be camouflaged I don't know, maybe in a packet of Cadbury's Celebrations. A lot of people ask about the purple colour I use, which is this colour here. Oh god, accidents happen. It's Vallejo model colour Violet, 70.960, or Violetta, as I like to call it. Oh, look at that, I've even left my lid off the white. That's probably dried out now. Genuine schoolboy error there. Does that mean the other one is? No, hold on. Just checking. I used this one yesterday as well. I'll put the lid on that one. Yeah, so yeah, these were really good fun to put together actually. You had a fun mix and match aspect to the hulls and tails and wings. So I'm looking forward to getting these done. These are the same, they just need some weathering, some details like the windows and weapon barrels. There is a lot of detail on these guys. After that, I think you've seen this one before. It's that Primaris Marine, who's not an Emperor's Children honest. See if I can get some light down here. Here we go. He's got a fair few things left to do. Looks a mess there in that light, doesn't he? That's really brought out the contrast. But those highlights need glazing together, and we still have to work on the weapon and the golds and various other details. Literally the only thing that is finished is the white. Moving on from him, we have a primed Primaris Marine. This one is going to be a Howling Griffin, although he's a long way off being done. Should be fun doing that. Again, it'll be more yellow. And yellow is always one of my unicorn colours, as well as red actually. Red and yellow, two of the hardest colours for me. And then moving on from them, it's these three again. Yes, we've seen these every week for what seems like the past 6 or 7 years. These are the three. I do apologise for my shaky camera work there. There we go, there's a bit more light. These are the three Adeptus Titanicus Imperial Knights, and they are a long way off being done. Literally, I've just base coated those as well. Hopefully going to get a bit more of those done on stream in the next couple of weeks. After that, it's the secret little project
Some of you may have guessed at what it is. It's literally just slapdash together at the moment, so I don't want to spend too long talking about this. Otherwise, you'll be seeing all the issues with it. But it's just a little colour scheme test, a palette or swatch test, or whatever they want to call it. And after that, I didn't even bother getting the other two out because there's 3 of these. And these are the Elysian D99 Taros assault vehicles. They still need decals on and a gloss varnish, and after that I can put the weathering on, which will be oil washes. That's why it looks so sort of plain and washed out at the moment. After that, it'll just be massing it back down, and that'll pretty much be done. So that's probably a couple of evenings work when I get round to it. And then to top it all off, it's everybody's favourite. What would a work in progress video be without the giant naked knight? Someone on the YouTube's called him the Naked Knight, and that should be his name henceforth. So it's a goodbye from me and a goodbye from the Naked Knight, and we'll see you all again next week. Goodbye.